Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Captain Scott Moore, Public Information Officer with the Wilson County Sheriff's Office, and we want to start off by thanking each of the media outlets that were able to come here today to a special called press conference on behalf of the family of Mya Fuller. Joining me today is Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan, Attorney Brian Lewis, who is representing the Fuller family, Mr. and Mrs. Fuller. We have the District Attorney General of the 15th District, Jason Lawson. Have Sergeant Detective Walker Woods, Detective Travis Donnell, and Major B.J. Stafford of the Criminal Investigations Division. I would ask that you please hold off any questions until the end of that time of our upcoming speakers, and please direct your question to the appropriate person. At this time, I would ask Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan to come address the media.
Thank each of y'all for being here today. Today, we are here to honor Mya Fuller. Mya was a young and vibrant young woman who had her whole life ahead of her. We are here to let the individual or individuals that are responsible for her death to know that we're going to find you. Justice will be served for Mya and her family. We are here asking for the public's help for information that you may know, but until now have been hesitant to disclose. Our detectives have identified several persons of interest through the course of the investigation. We are continuing to pursue those leads very actively. A short timeline of events. On July 29th, Mya was last seen in Murfreesboro, Tennessee by her family members. July 30th, Mya worked an event at the Nashville Soccer Club at Geodis Park in Nashville. Mya's last known location was a party located at Island Vibes nightclub on Antioch Pike, close to Harding Place, during the late night hours of July 30th and the early morning hours of July 31st. Mya was wearing jeans, a shirt, and bright pink Puma tennis shoes. Mya's dark gray 2020 Toyota Camry was located in the parking lot close to the Island Vibes nightclub. August 6th, Mya's body was located in a wooded area on Trammell Lane in the southeastern portion of Wilson County. The Wilson County Sheriff's Office continues to stand with the Fuller family. We will not rest until the person or persons responsible for her murder are identified and prosecuted. August 16th, the Wilson County Sheriff's Office released a press release and issued a reward of up to $1,000 by the Wilson County Sheriff's Office for anyone with information that leads to the successful identification and prosecution of the persons or persons responsible. Today, the Wilson County Sheriff's Office will be increasing that reward from $1,000 to up to $5,000 for information that will lead to the identification of the person responsible. Currently, detectives with the Wilson County Sheriff's Criminal Investigation Division continue to investigate these circumstances surrounding the murder of Mya. The investigation is very active at this time, and the Sheriff's Office requests that anyone with any information pertaining to Mya Fuller's murder to contact the Wilson County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division. The Fuller family is currently working with Attorney Brian Lewis regarding a private reward fund, and he is available to speak on behalf of the Fuller family, who has requested no media contact. Mr. Lewis?
Thank you, Sheriff. My name is Brian Lewis. I'm an attorney and spokesperson for the Fuller family. First of all, we would like to extend many thanks to the Wilson County Sheriff's Department, to the sheriff, to the district attorney's office that have worked tirelessly on this case. And it's also our understanding there have been a couple other jurisdictions involved working on this case. I think Metro Nashville and potentially Rutherford County. The Fullers are grateful, very grateful for their efforts. To date, friends and family all across the United States have come together and raised $16,000 for the reward fund at this point. And if you couple that with the $5,000 from the Sheriff's Department, the Crime Stoppers, we're at $21,000 and $21,100 right now. We're hoping that this will pry loose some type of tip that will lead to the successful identification and prosecution of the person responsible for this heinous crime. We are also asking anyone in the community that wants to contribute to the reward fund to please feel free to send additional monies in. The monies will be made payable to James Brian Lewis Attorney Escrow account. And there's a daily update given to the Fullers concerning the amount of money that goes into the reward fund. This is the second time that I have done this. I participated in the Caitlin Kaufman case in Nashville, and the reward fund led to the successful arrest and ongoing prosecution of the persons responsible for that. And we are hopeful that this will work the same way. And I know the Fullers from the bottom of their heart thank everyone for what they're doing, and thank you.
Thank you. We are reaching out to the members of the public for your help. If you know what happened to Mya, contact the Wilson County Sheriff's Office or click on Crime Stoppers tip in the top right-hand corner of our homepage, wcso95.org, for any information on Mya's murder. Any information, no matter how minute, could be vital in helping us to solve Mya's murder. We will take a few questions. And I want everybody to understand we can only answer certain questions because this is an ongoing case. So I'm going to ask the Major B.J. Stafford and Sergeant Walker Woods to open it up for questions from the media if there is any.
I know you guys said you had some leads. Can you give us an idea of like what these leads are helping you get to? You've reached a certain person of interest. Just what other kind of information can you give to help people know how much support is pouring in already from the community?
We have had multiple calls come in giving us information which has been helpful up to this point. We do continue to investigate as far as any particular persons of interest. We can't explain those right now just for the integrity of the investigation. There are multiple leads that we're pursuing. We're pursuing technological leads, conventional leads. We're talking to people, and the investigation is continuing to move forward. But in reference to any one particular, I can't explain that right now.
For the Fuller's lawyer, can you, on behalf of the family, tell us anything about her personality, what she was like? Just fill us in on the type of person Mya was.
She was a very tender-hearted, kind, loving young lady who had a bright future ahead of her.
Chilling, Southern Democrat. Interested if the revelation of her whereabouts at the Island Vines was just because of the car, or if you actually had confirmation from physical people that saw her there and may have had additional details about what happened.
So we have multiple sources of confirmation for that location aside from the vehicle. I can't go into detail about those, but I would say that that is a very important location in the timeline leading up to the death of Mya Fuller, and anyone that had any contact with her there that evening or anywhere else that evening would be very important for us to have any information that you might have. As I said, we do have multiple different ways of confirming that location, but there's still information that we would like to ascertain.
Was there any video evidence of her leaving that with a certain person or staying with any?
That's still privy to the ongoing investigation. We wouldn't be able to comment on that right now.
Have you guys spoken to the people at Island Vibes at all, been in contact with the owner of the establishment to see if they saw her, or if they've been helpful to you at all in this investigation?
We've spoken to multiple people in that area, multiple different businesses and business owners, including those, of course. I can't go into the details of exactly what information has been shared, but we have spoken with those people as well as adjacent owners.
Was her being last seen at Island Vibes a newer tip? I know for a while we were told she was last seen at Julius Park.
We've had that information for some time now. Due to the progress of the investigation, we have to wait for appropriate times to release certain information as it pertains to the investigation. So we've been working leads surrounding that location for some time.
Can you talk if Mya has any siblings or anything of that sort?
Yes, she does have siblings.
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
I'm sorry, yes, she does have siblings.
Can you tell us how many siblings she has?
I'm sorry?
Can you tell us how many siblings she has?
One sibling.
Okay, thank you.
Has a motive been determined?
That's still under investigation.
Thank you all for coming. This will conclude the press conference. Any additional information that we are able to release in the future, I'd be more than happy to share that with the media. We appreciate you getting the information out and helping the Fuller family. Thank you.
And that's where they can send the.
I got, you go ahead. I've got writing on the back of it.
You can send the.
Yes, and it needs to specifically be made payable to the attorney escrow account. I had. Yeah, it's got some.
Reminder on that? Yeah, just for my eyes only.
It's not like, you have to have so many passwords nowadays, to write them down on the run. It's, now, if y'all do something and run it, make sure it's at that attorney escrow account, because, that would be great.
Okay, attorney.
James Bryan Lewis Attorney Escrow
Oh,
account.
okay.
Because of the